Hello and welcome back. My name is Brandon Watson. Today in this video, we're going to be going over a stock that has been doing quite well the last few months. We'll be taking a look at ticker symbol VLO as we try to uncover whether Valero Energy can make the 20% necessary move up to $100 and also whether or not it can make the 45% move up to its most recent price target. And before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to our day one subscribers as well as all the new subscribers coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that somewhere along the way you all have been able to make money off the stocks that I've provided. The new count for 100% gain in stocks posted to the channel has now gone from 12 to 15, and it's my goal for us all to succeed together. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below or join us in our free Discord with the provided link below. So now jumping into Valero Energy. Valero is the largest independent refiner in the world with 15 refineries in the US, Canada, and the UK. With exports to Europe, Africa, Latin America, among other countries, Valero is also the largest producer of low-carbon renewable fuels, second largest producer of corn ethanol for clean-burning, high-octane renewable fuel, the world's second largest renewable diesel producer, and also operates 33 wind turbines at their 15 megawatt wind farm. They are a Fortune 500 company coming in at number 53, headquartered only 5 minutes away from me in San Antonio, Texas. With just under 10,000 employees, Valero supplies approximately 7,000 independently owned fuel outlets in North America. And thanks to COVID, November of 2019 halted Valero's march up to the $100 region as lockdowns and travel restrictions hit VLO with a $1.4 billion loss compared to the $2.4 billion in profit the year before. According to Fortune, one of Valero's saving grace came from their business in renewable fuels during the push for low-carbon alternatives. Due to this demand, Valero now expects to invest half its growth capital into renewable fuels along with an approved new diesel plant, which should open in 2023. Now jumping into the charts, we'll first start with a daily chart and see where we're currently at in the trend. As of right now, price is pushing into the $83 resistance that was created back in early March. Though typically the first attempt through resistance never succeeds, so price retraced back to an old resistance from last June. Then turned the $70 level into support as it consolidated in a $10 range before pushing up for its second attempt over $85. Four things on this chart call out to me immediately. The first is how orderly price moves about inside of its support and resistance levels. This is a good thing as it allows for our odds of success to increase compared to a stock that violently shakes people out in every direction each day. The second thing that calls out to me is the earnings beat this past April, which kicked off the bounce from support and into its resistance. This is also a good thing as it's probably what dictated the direction of the bounce. Had earnings failed, then I'm certain I wouldn't be making this video today and VLO would probably be below $60. The third thing is the three indicators at the bottom, the RSI, MACD, and TTM squeeze. Now, here's where I normally say that indicators are crap and worthless, but in this instance, we actually have something that we didn't have before, aligning indicators that confirm each other. Which, you'll notice the RSI is rising and currently isn't overbought. The MACD is above the zero line and sloping upwards, and the squeeze had a 4-day period set up that just released with upward movement, which is decent. Though, as I said, the biggest factor is that each and every one of these set up and moved in a bullish fashion that all aligned at the same time. Aside from the TTM, which if you take a look, had another squeeze release at the same time the RSI turned up and the MACD crossed over. Though, take this with a grain of salt because indicators are still crap. Now, moving on to the technicals, VLO has slightly less than average volume coming in on Friday, but it's Friday and barely anyone buys large positions on Friday, so who really cares? Beta is 2.14, which is what we want to see, and the average price target sits at 91.47, which if, or when, VLO hits it, would represent a nearly 10% gain from its current price at 83.24. That isn't what gets me excited though. What really gets me interested is the most recent price target increase on May 3rd that Citigroup gave Valero, going from a target of $95 a share to $121 per share, which would represent a roughly 45% increase in value. With earnings coming up again next month on July 22nd, we might be able to see Valero start to reach for that $100 level because let's face it, if a stock can go up 138% from $35 up to $85, then psychologically, what is going to stop it from reaching the $100 level? Most stocks that come this far don't stop there, and according to Zacks Equity Research, Valero is expected to post year-over-year growth of 160% on their shares, while the projected net sales are looking to increase 118% year-over-year. Though, saying that, on a technical level, why would VLO head up to $120? Well, for one, it's already been there. Going back to the 5-year, 1-week chart, we can see that Valero was once at that level back in 2018, and as a matter of fact, their all-time high sits at $124 from that June. Now, we extend our lines out from the daily chart, we can see that in the overall scheme of things, Valero has been doing quite well over the last several weeks and months. Price double bottomed off a $35 support, but not before consolidating large amounts of volume during that 7-month time frame. Now, as price trends back up to where it was before COVID-19, we can see that the EMAs on the weekly time frame are also showing signs of a new uptrend forming as they slope up and over each other. We'll draw another line at $100 as a next resistance higher, which comes from back in January 2018, as well as another at the $120 mark that comes from the all-time high resistance. If either of these targets can be met, we are looking at a 20 to 45% gain. Then, what happens from there is anyone's guess. So drop a comment below on what you think about Valero stock. Again, I appreciate everybody's support. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted before the move, and I hope you all take care and have a great weekend.